Wythnos yma nes I gyfarfod efo Prif Weinidog a siarad am yr ynys. The protection of our environment is an issue that is enormously close to my heart. I know I share this passion with many of you. When we live on an island that's surrounded by such natural beauty, from the mountains of Snowdonia, Eryri to our spectacular coastlines, it is almost impossible to not be passionate about protecting this beauty for generations to come. I find meeting with school children, answering their questions and learning about their concerns and aspirations for the future one of the most enjoyable and certainly one of the most rewarding aspects of my job as your Member of Parliament. Over the past couple of weeks, I've had the pleasure of visiting 4 primary schools across our island, and I was, as I always am, inspired by the inquisitiveness of the children that I met. I was asked questions that ranged from, have I met the Queen, to what I'm doing to help protect our environment. I was hoping to attend a beach clean tomorrow morning in Menai Bridge, but it's unfortunately been postponed due to the forecast stormy weather. These cleanups make a real difference and they are great fun. Please keep an eye out on my Facebook page for details of future events. And if you would like to organise your own beach clean, I will be happy to support and promote it. And I also have the equipment that you can borrow free of charge. As a legacy of World War II, there are over 100,000 tonnes of unexploded ordnance, UXOs, scattered in the waters surrounding the UK. Due to the construction of offshore wind farms, essential in reducing carbon emissions, these bombs and mines must now be cleared. However, campaigners are concerned that the current method of disposing of the munitions via detonation is highly damaging to our precious and fragile marine environment. To address this issue, the government this week issued new recommendations on the disposal of UXOs. These include the prioritising of low-noise alternatives to detonations when developing protocols to clear UXOs, and a detailed impact assessment and mitigation plan to be submitted as part of any licence application. I'm delighted to welcome new government proposals to limit the damage to marine life when dealing with unexploded munitions, and on Tuesday I was delighted to meet with celebrity Joanna Lumley, who's campaigning to highlight this issue with campaign group Stop Sea Blasts. As an island, our marine environment is incredibly important to us all, and anything that is harming it must be looked at very carefully and improved. Joanna and I feel passionately about this issue, and it was so enjoyable to speak to her about it, and I thank her and my colleague Dr. Lisa Cameron for highlighting it. Next week, I'll be meeting with the Prime Minister, and as always, I will raise the issues with him that matter to us here on Anglesey the most. The need for investment, for new, high-skilled and sustainable jobs, the importance of our island's role in decarbonising our economy, and of course, Wilbur Newith. I will also be handing him the winning entries of my Christmas card competition, and I know that he'll be very impressed. I've been overwhelmed by the quality of the entries to this year's competition and by the enthusiasm that's been shown by so many children across Anglesey. You'll soon be able to see the winning entries from Ysgol Glenfawr Buch, from Ysgol Gynrath Brededen, Ysgol Tywyn on my website, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank the competition sponsors: Orthios, J. Raymond, Jones the Butchers, Red Boat Ice Cream, the Valley Hotel, the White Eagle in Roscollon, Sergio's Fish and Chip Shop, J.W. Lee's, Mona Dairy, Mona Tractors, Morgan Evans, DU Construction, the Trescastle Hotel and Braid's Bistro at the Holyhead Golf Club. Diolch yn fawr to you all. I'd like to update you on the current COVID situation. As you'll probably already know, cases on the island are rising, and this week Holyhead High School has announced that some classes will be homeschooled as a result. I urge you to remember the guidelines about wearing a mask, sanitising your hands and social distancing. These will help you and your community keep safe. Children aged between 12 and 15 are being invited to receive a first vaccine dose now, and an up-to-date list of drop-in clinics for that age group is available on the BCUHB website. Please, remember, even if you've had COVID-19, it is still recommended that you come forward for your first dose. Those under 18 who've recently had the virus should ideally wait 12 weeks until they get their vaccination, unless they are in a group that is at a greater risk of serious illness. The NHS wants young people to make informed decisions about vaccinations based on up-to-date information available from trusted sources. And a good place to start is the Public Health Wales COVID-19 vaccination guide for children and young people, which again can be found on the BCUHB website. If you're struggling to find any of this information, please do not hesitate to contact my office and we will help you to find the information that you require. Before I go, I want to take this opportunity to remind you that I send out a free monthly e-newsletter. Many of your neighbours will already be receiving it, and I would encourage you to sign up. You can register for your personal copy via my website or contact my office with your email address and ask to be added. And finally, if you need my help, you can contact me in any of the following ways. You can visit my office in Stanley Street in Holyhead. You can give me a call, you can email me, or you can jump onto my website. It's been an absolute pleasure to report back to you, and I hope you all have an enjoyable and not too windy weekend. Penwythnos da i chi.